Sara Niccoli, congratulations on being a rising star this year. What does it mean to you to be a rising star?
Number one, I'm closing in on 40, so the rising part was very exciting to me. And I also have an 11-year-old daughter, so it's nice to, be in that place of my life and also feel like my career is still moving ahead and getting bigger.
And you are the executive director of the New York State Labor Religion Coalition. Could you talk about what your organization does?
It's a really beautiful thing, actually. We sort of take the best of labor, we take the best of religion and the best of community and unite them on things like economic justice, raising the minimum wage, making sure that every New Yorker has a living wage. So when they go to work 40 hours a week, they can come home and buy diapers and groceries and all of that stuff. We do, we're very intentional about making sure that we focused on the things that we agree on. So there are some things that we just stay out of, things that divide us, and and that's, to me, it's sometimes difficult, but it's worth it in the end when you can get today. We were at a rally at the Capitol that had hundreds and hundreds of people, part of, we had religion, we had community, we had labor, we had just this beautiful movement that we were able to pull together.
And by bringing together, as you say, the best of these different areas, I mean, does that make you feel like an outlier here in Big Bad Albany?
I do. I'm one of those that will never get used to the feel of the Capitol. We worked on a series of Moral Mondays during budget season, and a lot of times in the Capitol, I just feel like it's such a slithery place. It's such, there's so many wonderful things happening in the community. You meet amazing people working really hard, and then you walk into the Capitol, and the people who are there representing us are people that I don't really want to know in my personal life, right? And even some of the lobbyists too. But on Moral Mondays, we brought in faith leaders, community members to call for a moral budget, saying we need quality education, we need a living wage, we need a strong social safety net. And in the Capitol, all of a sudden, was this real, genuine goodness. and that's what I do. I try to bring into the Capitol something good, something right.
I recently wrote a column entitled "The Case for Idealism." Is there a place for idealism here in the Capitol, or is it naive to think that that can penetrate some of the ordure that is so rampant here?
I don't know why it has to be a naive notion that what goes on in the Capitol would reflect what goes on in the community. And unfortunately, we're in a place right now where that's called idealistic. But what goes on in the community is that people are working really, really hard and not getting paid a lot. Kids are going to school, our public education system is really faltering. People are struggling and struggling beautifully, and you go out, and most of what I do is talk to people out in the community. And we just need to have that happen inside. I don't care, it has nothing to do with Republican or Democrat, it has nothing to do with conservative or liberal. It's just inside the Capitol walls, we need to reflect what's going on outside. And it boggles my mind that's an idealistic notion.
Yeah, it actually boggles my mind too, why is it that our elected officials don't reflect the makeup of the communities that they represent? Is it because of a failure to, is it because of our low voter turnout? Is it because people feel so alienated from the system? Can you explain that phenomenon to me?
I think part of it is campaign finance. That's one piece of it, and just how we elect our officials. There's a lot of money that goes into campaigns, and it comes from big donors. It doesn't come from people like me and the other people in my community who can't give as much. But I do think that's only...
I mean, we have campaign finance in New York City, but we still have plenty of elected officials getting locked away.
It's true. I do think it's just one part of it. I think there's a lot of hopelessness out there. We just, when people go to the voting booths, they don't see good choices. I think that they don't see how their vote might result in a more accountable group of people in the Capitol. And we need to do a better job of mobilizing people, getting them not just to the voting booths, but out at, taking action. When I work with people, I ask them to commit to some kind of action. Do 3 things a month. Come to the Capitol, make a call to your elected official, sign a petition, whatever it is, do 3 things a month. If every New Yorker did 3 things a month, we'd be a much different state.
Sara Niccoli, congratulations, very well deserved honor. Good luck with your work.
Thank you.